7:38 here on KHTS. Aaron Del Torre filling in for Tori and Kyle this morning. Checking in with CHP. Couple incidents just popped on the board. Let's start with the one that's lingering. Southbound side of 14 at Agua Dulce Canyon. A multi-car collision over to the right-hand shoulder at a traffic sway, but still stop and go from Escondido Canyon down through Golden Valley Road. Southbound side of the 5 at Match Mountain Parkway, seeing an object flying from a vehicle, and it is sharp and metal, according to the reports, and it's in the number 3 lane. Heavy metal. Southbound side of the 405 at San Fernando Mission Boulevard. Looks like we have a stalled vehicle alongside the right-hand shoulder, floating into the far right lane, so keep an eye out for that. 298 KHTS is the traffic tip line. On to your hometown station weather forecast. Expect to see mostly clear skies throughout the rest of the day today, with temps lingering in the mid to upper 90s, dropping down to a frigid 75 degrees tonight. Daytime highs in the low 90s, upper 80s over the weekend. Right now, 71 in Valencia and a very nice 69 here in Old Town Newhall.
Hometown.
Traffic report, simple news, weather, and lots of music. They pretty much play everything.
Your hometown station.
It is 7:39. Live theater returning to Santa Cruz. The Canyon Theater Guild presents Sweet Surrender. Enjoy this comedic love letter to the classic farces of the 1930s and 40s, running every weekend starting tomorrow night. Joining me in the studio, the stars of the show, Michael Collins, and of course, KHTS alum George Cummings.
Yes,
What's
I'm
happening,
still
fellas?
big. It's just the radios that got small.
You're coming through with the bass today, George.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, it's a high energy, high volume show. So in the mornings, I'm a little bit, recovering.
Have you had your coffee? Oh, you're recovering.
I've had some coffee. Yes.
Okay, Michael, how about you?
Oh God, restroom still.
I always have coffee, and in fact, my character thrives on it. He's pent up on coffee.
Do you get into character? How long before the show do you get into character? Or is it like right when the show starts, boom, you're locked in?
Depending on the show. For this show, he's very high-strung and neurotic, so I don't have to get into character. That's me. Isn't that right?
That's about right.
George, tell me about the show.
Okay, this is a comic farce. It's very funny, so it's high energy, full of misinterpretations and mistaken identities and doors slamming, and a little dog named Mr. Boodles, who's absolutely adorable, played by Lily Bell, the Shih Tzu. Can I say that on the air? Oh, no, I
think
did.
so.
But
we do play the Lumineers Ho Hey, so I think some
true.
things go.
So as Nancy and Jen had come on yesterday talking about the two divas who hate each other. This is 1942. It's a Palm Beach Royale in Miami Beach, Florida, and it's a war benefit. And they hate each other, and they are inadvertently booked into the same room, and the comedy ensues. And so Michael, as you mentioned, he plays Bernard S. Dunlap, the hotel manager who has to try and keep everything under control. And I play Pippet, who is Claudia McFadden's personal secretary. So also a little high-strung, just trying to get through the evening without having a meltdown. So
you mentioned I had Jen and Nancy in yesterday. Jen has just been thrown into this over the past 4 weeks.
Yes.
Nancy's been working on this for a year and a half.
Yeah, we all have. Well, we have we have 3 different cast members, new cast members from last year.
So this is something you've been attached to for.
Yeah, we're almost ready. We're almost coming back.
2 weeks from opening.
Almost coming up. Almost coming back. Okay, we almost up. So here we're finally here. We're finally here, and we open tomorrow night. Yeah, we have the three new cast members. Jen, of course, who came in. We have Lottie Arnold, who plays Murphy, who's Miss Sinclair's personal secretary, an incredibly talented young lady. Hello. My voice is changing. Puberty, finally! And then we have Gregory Rosenberg, who filled in the other bellhop, and he came in about two weeks into our rehearsal process.
Jeez.
So it's been a kind of a lightning round but I forgot all my lines over the years, so I had to I'm like, what was my character's name again? So it was really like a refreshing, but it's an easy show to kind of get into for all of us, and it was fast paced and it's a lot of fun.
Well, everybody knows George likes to just ad lib and do his own thing and create spontaneously. Michael, how about you? Have you been attached to this for the past year and a half? Have you been waiting along with the rest of the cast?
I've been waiting patiently along with the rest of everybody. Yes, it's been a long process. At the beginning, I kept going over my lines and making sure I was ready, because who knew how long it was going to last. And then like George did, I just this is never going to happen, and I dropped it, and so it was like starting all over again.
Do you have to put it down, your lines and everything during the pandemic, because you can get too in your head, right? If you memorize and you think about it too much.
Yeah, I just was like, it came back, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So fortunately, just after a couple of run-throughs with the script and most of it just kind of.
Yeah, it's
back in
it's
place.
like starting anew, except for since you had memorized the lines, it's almost like, oh yeah, I remember this. So they come back a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Than if you're just starting off.
Were you guys doing any virtual performances or anything during the pandemic?
We had one Zoom rehearsal, which is kind of awkward and weird.
Yeah.
But other than that, it that was in April or May when we thought we were going to go on last June maybe. But yeah, it didn't happen.
It's been quite a while.
Here's a side note. Michael and I have been working together off and on for 27 years in the Canyon Theater Guild. So probably before you were born.
Both of our we started our very first show in the Canyon Theater Guild was back in 1994 when the theater was up way
8
up
miles north of
Sierra
Canyon,
Highway.
yes.
Oh, it hasn't always been here in Main
No,
Street.
No, it was
wow.
up on Sierra Highway.
It's been all kinds of places.
What was the first show that you guys did?
It was
I
called
only have fangs for you.
you.
Directed
What
by
was-
Ingrid Boydston. It was her first directorial show, so it was all kind of a new experience. I want to mention too that we have other cast members we haven't mentioned. Donna Marie Sergi, who plays Mrs. Everett P. Osgood, head of the PBL-FU, Palm Beach Ladies for Unity. And we also have Maya Zumsteg, who plays Dora Del Rio, reporter for the Palm Beach Tatler. Have I left anyone out?
Yes, Christopher Pasalasqua.
Oh, of course. How can you forget
How can you
Mr.
forget Chris?
Christopher
Playing the other
Pasalacqua's
bellhop Otis.
Otis the bellhop, yes, and very funny. He's
Yes.
getting all. Last night he was getting all the laughs.
He's quite.
We're gonna have to really.
He's quite the character.
We're gonna have to, yeah, on and off stage.
George, you get jealous if somebody's getting the laughs and you're not.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
After all these years, you know, I know where his car. I know where he's parked.
Right.
I know where he's parked.
The show is Sweet Surrender. It is opening tomorrow night. There's tickets, a couple, still available. CanyonTheater.org. That is theater with the TRE ending. CanyonTheater.org. You can also call the box office at 661-799-2702. The 2 stars of the show. I know I had Nancy and Jen in yesterday, but they were just the opening act for the 2 stars of the show. George Cummings, Michael Collins joining me in studio. So I was playing Paul McCartney leading into the interview because I know that you're our resident Beatleologist.
A little bit of a fan.
Yeah,
a little bit of a fan.
little bit of a fan. I think we should bring back, Breakfast with the Beatles on Sunday.
I tried to get. I tried to get. When I was leaving, I was hoping that maybe I could be the host for Coffee with the Beatles, and I was turned down so far. So maybe there's a write-in campaign to bring it back. But
honestly,
go.
if you love the Beatles and you are with the Beatles movement on Sunday morning, email us. Email Carl and Jerry at the station because I would love to revive that on Sunday mornings, and I would even like for you. I don't want to add work onto your plate here.
Yeah.
You're a busy man.
then I
George.
just realized I have to get up and come in.
I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
George can do this live too. A couple hours. Why not? George Cummings, Michael Collins, the 2 stars of Sweet Surrender coming up tomorrow night, opening
We open
night.
champagne reception, and we run weekends through August 15th.
Is there anything you're going to do tomorrow, either one of you, leading up to the performance? Are you guys superstitious in any way? Do you guys do anything opening night leading up to it?
Well, aside from the blood sacrifice, no, there's nothing. Sacrifice,
Right.
Now, in the beginning, when I started this many moons ago, there was some, but
We just go on and do
sort
it.
of old hat now.
We just come on and do it.
Awesome. CanyonTheater.org. How long is this going to run for, guys?
Weekends through August 15th. We have a variety of times, mostly evenings and Sunday matinees. Check the website for sure because I don't remember. I just show up. I just keep showing up until, we're done now. There's no audiences. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Call the box office, 661-799-2702. Of course, you can go to CanyonTheater.org/Sweet Surrender for tickets today. Michael Collins, George Cummings, thanks so much, guys, for coming in. Best
Thanks,
of luck.
Aaron.
Thanks for having us.
7:47, quick break. More music coming up.